Garden landscaping design, tips from the ground up. A good landscaping design starts with a plan, but most folks don't know where to begin. It's easier than you think. You can start near your home. Just take a trip around town and note the flowers, trees, and shrubs that you like and their placement. Don't forget to take your camera. Another easy way to find front or backyard designs is to look through landscaping books, which are available online. Use what nature or your climate gives you, and don't try to fight it. Some plants won't grow well where you live. However, you can find similar flowers or trees that will grow in your zone. This is where your research comes in handy. Whether you have just a few feet of space or an acre, planning is important. You don't want to rip out everything and start over later because of bad choices. It wastes money and time. Once you find the plants you like, the next step is to make a budget. While most folks consider this an evil word, it can help you decide if you want to use the services of a professional landscaper. You can always do landscaping in phases if you find the prices too. You can save money if you do it yourself, but half-finished projects are disheartening and can get you into trouble with your better half. If you do it yourself, only start with what you know you can finish in the time you have available and take on the next project at a later date. The next important decision to make is upkeep. What do you have time for? The more you plant, the more tending it needs. This is where container gardening comes in handy. It is a good way to dip your toe into landscaping. You may think you want this lush, flowery backyard, but once you start planting, you realize there is more work than expected. Containers are also an excellent idea for apartment dwellers. Either take them with you or leave it for the next bunch of folks that move in. Landscaping with flowers. The quickest way to add beauty is to plant flowers. You may want to add a mixture of perennials, which come back every year but may not bloom the first year, and annuals, one season only. This way you can treat yourself to a new flower each year, and if you don't like the way it looks, then pick another one next year. Rocks and stones. You may not realize it, but some native rocks and stones are real beauties. If you don't have much time to tend to your landscaping, consider adding a few to your master plan. Water features. Adding a pond, fountain, or a wall feature will make your landscaping come to life. The sound of water trickling is very soothing to most folks, so if you like relaxation, then a water feature may be just what you're looking for. Furniture. Although you may not think of it as part of landscaping, it is. If you want the landscaping to be complete right away, then plan for furniture in your budget. If furniture is the last part of your plan, spruce up the chairs with some textured paint or cushions until you can buy your new patio furniture. Use a tablecloth to hide a not-so-pretty table. Lighting. You'd be surprised how adding a single light can transform the look of your yard. There are a variety of options available, from lighting stones to hanging lights. You can't go wrong here, but maybe just overboard. Trees are the most important aspect of your design because they are permanent to a point. You can plant a tree anywhere, but consider the cost and headache if you put it in the wrong place. Their roots go down deep and can mess up your sidewalks and other areas, so be sure to take your time when choosing trees. And when it comes to planting trees, consider, how big will it get? Will the leaves fall off every year? If so, you may have to rake them up. And how far or deep will the root system grow? In conclusion, some folks make landscaping harder than it has to be. Number 1, find out what you like by looking at pictures in books or taking a trip through town. 2, make a budget and consider how much time you can devote to upkeep. 3, get estimates. If you can save money by doing some of the work yourself, that's awesome. 4, start planting. And 5, enjoy the view.